Hello, friends and family of iStand Parent Network and internationally abducted children. I'm Dr. Noelle Hunter. I'm the president emeritus and co-founder of iStand Parent Network and your conference coordinator. I'm emailing you today to invite you to register today for a very special iStand conference. We are celebrating our 10th International Parents Conference Embassy Walk and Sunset Gala this September 27th through the 29th in Washington, D.C. at the elegant and historic Mayflower Hotel. It all began 10 years ago when 13 parents and formerly abducted children gathered in Washington, D.C. at the Hotel Harrington for the very first iStand Parent Network International Parents Conference and Embassy Walk. For the last 10 years, our conference has served as a beacon of hope, a rallying point, and a refueling station. It's an annual catalyst for the next era of advocacy for our precious victims of international parental child abduction. This September, we're meeting again to rekindle friendships, meeting with members of Congress, federal agencies, including the U.S. Department of State Office of Children's Issues, and learning from each other, and yes, marching down Embassy Row. This time, we're gathering at the gorgeous and historic Mayflower Hotel, where kings, heads of states, and presidents have and do congregate. It's a fitting finale to a conference that has inspired a decade of hope and action. I'm asking you today to register for iStand 10, our International Parents Conference and Sunset Gala. You don't want to miss this premier gathering in our nation's capital of parents, grandparents, youth survivors, and friends of America's stolen children and all internationally abducted children. You don't want to miss iStand 10 because our motto this year is when the sun set, the stars come out. And we'll show you what that means as I go through the program. Special thanks to the Raymond B. Preston Family Foundation for so much support over the years that has allowed us to host this conference and will allow us to host it again September 27th through the 29th in Washington, D.C. You should hit on the register button in this email today and register for this conference. Conference registration this year is $125. That covers all of your meals, all the events, and a very special black tie gala that we will have on Friday, September 29th, as we sunset this venerable conference. I encourage you to reserve your room today at the Mayflower Hotel. We have secured a rate of $219 plus tax per night at the Mayflower. I assure you, you will not find a better rate in Washington, D.C. downtown area, and especially not for the Mayflower Hotel. Our room block ends on August the 31st, so please don't hesitate. When the room block is full, we won't have any more, and regular rooms are about $267 to $290. Please take advantage of this rate. And then finally, reach out to us. I'm going to show you the schedule and it's going to be evolving and I'll send you emails along the way. But if you have any questions, email us at iStand2023@iStandParentNetwork.com. We're getting ready to see lots of friends who have been with us on this journey. Some of us who have our children home, many of us who don't. And if you've ever been to a conference, you know the power of solidarity. You know the power and the information coming out of our conference. And this year will be no different. Yes, on Wednesday, we will journey to Capitol Hill to meet with some of our very good friends who have historically been supportive of our cause. We plan to have a reception on Capitol Hill that day. And then that night, we will conclude with a welcoming reception at the Mayflower and a candlelight vigil for our stolen children at the White House, just like we did in the beginning. On Thursday is a robust conference day, and we'll share the schedule as it comes about, and I have some previews for you shortly. So Thursday, all day long at the Mayflower Hotel is our traditional Parents Conference from 8 a.m. starting with an international coffee hour with the Office of Children's Issues and State Department officials. A full day of action and engagement for our children, including our keynote awards luncheon. This year, we're giving out Lifetime Achievement Awards. You don't want to miss this wonderful opportunity to fellowship and engage and honor those who have been soldiers in this movement for well over a decade. And then Friday, of course, we start with our Knocking on Doors of Nations, our 10th Embassy Walk, marching to embassies and seeking their support and their help to return our children. And for the first time ever on Friday night, we will host a sunset gala, and I'll share that with you shortly. So we'll begin on Thursday with our continental breakfast. The Office of Children's Issues will join us at 8 o'clock for the coffee hour. We will have a welcome agenda from me, and I will preview some very important developments. Yes, the conference is sunsetting, but there's a new enterprise, the International Child Abduction Prevention and Research Office, standing up at my university, and we will share that. We have opening plenary sessions. We have workshops on state level advocacy, legal reform. And if you have an idea for a workshop, if you've always wanted to present at iStand, this could be your year. Please contact us with your workshop suggestions. Our awards luncheon, we will honor any of our brave youth survivors who have come home. And then we'll present our Survivor Awards, our Lifetime Achievement Awards, our Crusader Awards, and those awards that we have come to celebrate during this conference. We have afternoon workshops as well, and our closing plenary section is not to be missed. So many of us are looking forward to putting on our very best and joining the iStand Gala, our sunset gala, when the stars come out. It's Friday, September 29th. We have a lovely reception beginning at 6 p.m. Our dinner and celebration for this black tie event begins at 7 p.m., where we will have an elegant dinner by the Mayflower dining staff, a 10-year retrospective, survivor stories, special guests. You don't want to miss these special guests. I'm so excited. And then, of course, ain't no party like an iStand party. And if you've ever been to one, I know you can testify. So we'll end the evening with dinner. We'll end the evening with DJ and dancing and sing-alongs, drinks, and all the magic that we've come to associate with the end of our conference. As always, we have our Survivor Youth Track, and we're pleased to welcome back Melinda Riddle McCoy, who will guide our youth survivors through arts, expression, and opportunities to create pieces and visions for how they have experienced both their trauma and their healing. And we plan to incorporate their creativity into the gala. So if you are a parent with a youth survivor who has come home, this is for you. Of course, there is no charge for our youth survivors. And so we definitely want to make all accommodations for you and them as their parents. So please join us in Washington, D.C., September 27th through the 29th. Registration is still very affordable because we recognize that almost all of us have spent or are spending all that we have to return our children home, and even when they do come home, to care for them. So we keep registration nominal, and it includes all events: a Wednesday welcome reception, a Thursday continental breakfast, a plated luncheon and a coffee break. And then Friday, we have an embassy walk grab and go. And then, of course, a reception, dinner, and dancing. So register for iStand 10 today. I hope you've seen yourself in some of the pictures, and look for retrospectives and opportunities to join as we go along. Register today, and we'll see you in Washington, D.C. for iStand 10, the Sunset Conference and Gala.